That biscuit boy is a UV lamp. We're gonna play a little game of 20 questions. Depending on how you answer, you may walk out of here with a tan. What's that?
Oh, it's nothing. It's routine research. Actually, it's a video game.
You already know the vibes, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Cash App, $781 THEVBYZ. Help yourself by helping me. Because we gonna help each other, baby. Hey. But listen, man. Hey, shout out to the new subscriber, man. To the new chosen one that locked in with us, right? I'm kind of in the outside environment, and I feel like everything I say is being monitored and echoed everywhere. So I ain't gonna get too loud. Plus, I'm trying to stay low key, but I'm gonna still get the message out, right? Because I don't want everybody in my mix knowing I move around like this. And I moved into a new environment, so I'm trying to keep these bitches on some Bruce Wayne, Batman, I don't know type shit. Stay mysteriosos. So anyway, shout out to the new chosen one, man, that just joined the tribe. Shout out to the tribe. Shout out to everybody that's really vibing with me. Everybody that's really rocking with me. Everybody that's locking in, leaving likes, comments, all of that. Damn, did a bird just flew on me or some shit? But yeah, man, I just want to chop it up with y'all. Run this shit, you know what I'm saying? And one of the chosen ones that asked me, they was like, hey, bro, do you think that's why they wear hats? Because they can't look in our eyes and shit. Man, damn, skip it. That's why them bitches wear hats. That's exactly why those motherfuckers wear those hats. And they always wear shades. They always putting their head down. The eyes are the windows to the soul. And to something that has no soul. Listen, man, we dealing basically with two different entities when it come to us and them. When it come to us, we are the real light. When it comes to them, they are the synthetic light. See, these are fallen angels. These are some shit that they had in the book of Enoch. But I guarantee you, all the real books you ain't gonna find, bro. The real books is to watch Disney Channel and the movies that they put out. That's the real books. And put two and two together. And it'll all marinate for you, you feel me? But yeah, bro, that's why they can't look in our eyes and shit, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. And if your soul carries nothing but light, now there is some entities that do have souls, but they went to the dark side, right? But I'm speaking for the righteous versus the wicked. Yes, bro, these things are shapeshifters. They're skinwalkers. And I'm doing a lot of extensive fucking research on them because they didn't leave me no fucking books. They didn't leave me nothing. I'm pretty sure they got they masons, they fraternities, they lodges and shit, all they places and shit where they got information. And basically everybody, every city, state, and country, every city, county is part of the corporation, right? Part of the fallen angels. That's why you have the police and the military. They are just different branches of the evil ones, right? Because why you got a cosplay and put on a costume and make it seem like you big and bad, but actually these niggas be scared of me. They be scared of you. You feel me? Because it's a facade for them, but it's really, you know what I'm saying, they gonna be 10,000 left by your left hand and 100,000 gonna fall by your right, you know what I'm saying, by your right side with them. You feel me? And they know what you really capable of. They know what we are capable of. Yet we are learning. Some of us really know, some of us don't know, and some of us just in the middle, you feel me? But as a chosen one, yeah, man, yo, that's why they say aflaron, enlightenment, right? Because a lot of people feel like they were supposed to come here and have children and shit, whoop. Nah. I mean, we was born in darkness. But the way I look at it is that we was meant to come here to fill the darkness with the light, the righteous way. Because like I say, we are the light, even though the true light is darkness and the true darkness is light. If it makes sense to you. Yin and yang type shit, right? But there's a bunch of yangs with no yins, a bunch of yins with no yangs, a bunch of heartless that has no keyblade, and you have to protect your life force essence. You know what I'm saying? Because one of my family members that's on the dark side, that's in between told me some shit, and I could read between the lines on some shit, and I was like, And that's what I've been working on lately, right? Now, see, the dark ones, it's some ones in the darkness that still love you. And I know that sound confusing, but everything need to be utilized with your spirit of discernment, right? And there's some of the darkness that hate you. Now, the reason why some of those that's in the darkness that may love you, because you are their light. You are their source. They could come to you. They got some rotten ass family members. You got some rotten people, but they just, everybody ain't backstab you. You know what I'm saying? You just know who they are for what they are. You know what not to indulge yourself in with them. To keep yourself out the bullshit. Don't come talking to me if you're about to be in my face with the bullshit. I don't know what happened to these motherfuckers. Everybody be looking off because they with the bullshit. The reason why they look off, bro, they can't look us in their eyes. They can't look us in our eyes. Bro, they don't have a soul, bro. They don't have the truth. You got to think about it. Somebody, for example, a female that doesn't have true beauty, where is she? Where you going to find her? She's going to be found in the Mac store. She's going to be found on the makeup aisle. She's going to be found probably in the Chinese store buying a wig for $1.99. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Hurry up and buy. You feel me? So when they look in the eyes of the beholder, when they look into your eyes, into our eyes, they see the truth. They see true beauty. They see everything that they're not. You got to remember, artificial will always be in competition with authenticity. When authenticity would never be in a versus with artificial, because artificial was created because of authenticity. Artificial was only created because it was convenient. You understand what I'm saying? You could get it right now and then and there. You didn't have to wait. But now that people realizing that life is a marathon and not a fucking long ass fucking jog. It ain't a long ass sprint. They starting to realize it. And that's where you get your energy vampires and your parasitical motherfuckers and these shapeshifters and demons and shit. All these fallen angels and shit coming out of nowhere. And how are you able to realize this shit? Because you have the light. You have stepping into your enlightenment. Aflaron. You understand what I'm saying? And now you're getting closer and closer and stronger to who you really are, what you truly are, what you're capable of. Because listen, even this phone I'm talking to you on is fallen angel technology. When you look at the Google symbol, when they go around in a circle, that's 666, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all a trap, bro. And you got to get out of this motherfucker. And that light that you have within your body is your way out this maze. Now, you could still use that light and be like the rest of the motherfuckers that have been unwitting collaborators and took the cheese instead of getting out the maze. You understand what I'm saying? But now the forces of darkness are amazing. Also, they are scared because you're stepping more into your power. You was not supposed to be alive. You was not supposed to be at this stage in your life. You was not supposed to be watching this fucking video right now. But it all makes sense because I know you woke up one day, you was like, this shit got weird. This shit got creepy. Like, nigga, did I wake up in somebody fucking Stephen King Spielberg movie? You fuck, you hear me? This shit got real insidious, you know what I'm saying? Because the forces of darkness felt like, hey, they could prevail, they could win, which in actuality, they already lost. When you got to do sneaky shit and do shit in the dark, then you already lost, boss. You know what I'm saying? You're going to continue to be a worker for the rest of your life, pimp. You know what I'm saying? Get your whole ass back on the track. Get back on the blade, bitch. Get cut. Get gutted out. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have the light, bro. That's why they be looking off. They can't look in your eyes and shit. Now, they got some of them that would look in your eyes, and they just the ones that's filled with so much fucking hatred. You know what I'm saying? That's the only ones that could really look in our eyes, is the ones that's filled with so much hatred and jealousy and rage and the kamikazes and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's even some crash outs and shit know not to look in our eyes and shit. And you gotta realize that, hey, like I was on a bus one day, dog. I was on a light rail, and one nigga ran up on me. He was like, hey, bro, why you looking at me like that? Like you trying to get it in with you, whoop? And I was like, hey, bro, I don't need, bro. Look, bro. This is how I look, bro. You know what I'm saying? It must be something on your mind type shit. And he see I ain't back down type shit. He was like, yeah, bro, you can't be looking at nobody like that, whoop, unless you looking for problems and shit. I'm like, bro, I've been through a lot in my life, bro. I ain't looking for no problems, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it to where I gotta go, and I want to make sure you make it to where you gotta go, because one of us gonna get hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you coming at me with that anger and shit. And I'm like, bro, I ain't on that type of time, bro. I could get active, you feel me? But I'm on a different type of activity, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm fighting poverty, nigga. I don't have time to fight broke niggas. Nigga, all broke niggas should be in the mode of fighting poverty, nigga. I'm trying to fight poverty in my situation to get into a better situation. And you trying to fight me because you see I'm in a better situation. And we on the same tree. I'm like, you don't get it, bro. You trying to break the branches. I'm trying to fucking let them build so we can have something to eat and heal. But you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I sat down, I talked to dude. He was like, oh, he ain't backing down. He ain't scared type shit. Whoop. Rather the motherfucker was trying to dick test me or whatever. And I was like, nah, bro, I don't have no fear. I done been through things that's worse than what you could do, bro. And I don't know what you know. And I don't never underestimate nobody, but you can't do no worse than what I could do, bro. I'm pretty sure I could do worse than what you can do. But I know my consequences is going to be severe. Because I can't deal with no crash out when I'm on the road. I'm on the interstate of abundance. You know what I'm saying? And we on the interstate of abundance, bro. That's why they can't look in our lights. You know what I'm saying? It's like think about going outside and you trying to go. It's like 3 in the afternoon, 3 p.m. And you been asleep fucking 12 hours and you try to walk straight outside. Boy, you gonna be blinded by the light. You know what I'm saying? They can't take that, bro. That burns them. Whatever's inside them that's love, it burns them, bro. They sizzle. You know what I'm saying? A fucking bunch of rotisserie chickens. That's why their heads be spinning and shit. When we look at them, they be looking off. I be like, look at me, you bitch. Look at me, bastard. Like I got a magnifying glass on, and they the fucking ants be frying they fucking ass. I'm like, no, you gonna look at this. You know what I'm saying? Because they know this light that dwells within us is a light of judgment. Is the same fire that's in the eyes of the Most High, our Creator, the Source. That's why they don't want to look into our eyes. They like, oh shit, nigga, this the preview of the movie. I don't want to see this. I want to see another sequel. I don't want to see the end of my movie. They don't want to look into our eyes because their eyes already show them their destination, bro. All of these demons and fallen angels and motherfuckers that don't have a soul around us, bro. The only reason why they able to still be here is because our life force essence. And they didn't set these laws and shit to keep they pussy asses protected and shit. Think about if these laws wasn't set the way these laws was set, bro. Well, we'll be having a fucking field day. But that day coming. They trying to keep it far away as possible, bro. This cell phone is fallen angel technology. All of this technology around us is fallen angel technology. They got they shit up so they could try to conquer this world and glove this shit, seal off the envelope, not knowing that, hey, bitch, go ahead and lick that envelope. That fucking envelope been sitting in that cabinet counter so much, bitch. All that yellow shit, that's rat piss and rat poo, ho. And you look that envelope now. You wake up, you got egg, you got roach eggs on your tongue and shit. You hear me? Hey, now when I was small and shit, my mama told me a story about looking envelopes, and she was like, yeah, this lady had cut her tongue, and they had roach eggs on the envelope, and she had this shit growing on her tongue. You hear me? And she had to go to the hospital, and they went to go bust that shit open, and roaches came on her tongue. I don't know. I should make this shit out of a movie or some shit. My mama told me that stupid ass shit when I was small. She was just telling me like, hey, don't. And so many words on some semen retention shit. She was basically saying, hey, don't be eating everybody box, boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be eating, don't be putting your face in everybody, you know what I'm saying? But that was her way of teaching me that in a small way. If you got enough soul, you could figure it out type shit. My mama told me that shit is legit, you hear me? I love that woman. But yeah, man, the dark side, they can't look into our eyes, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, think about trying to walk at nighttime and somebody got the ultra lights on, ultra head beams on. They'll blind the fuck out you. You know what I'm saying? It's there. It's this. Listen, bro. The moon get its power from the sun, even though the moon not real. But listen, if the moon gets its energy from the sun, and we are walking suns, then what does that mean? We are to them. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, full moons and shit, the chaotic shit come out, the lunar shit come out. You know, the lunatics, the lunar moon. You know what I'm saying? It's a full moon, shit like that. So that's why they can't look into our eyes, bro. They can't look into our eyes, bro. It's like trying to fucking cook a sweet potato pie in a microwave. You're a microwave. The fuck I need an oven mitt. Let it marinate. You feel me? Like, come on now, bro. It's not gonna hit. It's not gonna even. It's not gonna even cook, bro. If your auntie, your granny that cooked your favorite pie, if she cooked that bitch in the microwave this time, you probably gonna be on the news. You probably gonna off her. Cause you ain't on that type of bullshit. You like, nah, granny, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize it, bro. That's why the police have their lights and shit. The ambulance have their lights, have their noise and shit. They study this shit. That's why the club had the club lights. That's why the gym had the gym lights. That's why all these places have specific lights. That's why you could go to fucking North Carolina and it be dark and shit. And you could go to a dark sky city. You could go to fucking I'm about to say North Colorado. You go to Colorado and you can see the aurora and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's different faces, different places, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? And they don't got no stroke. They don't have no more color and they don't have any more crayons. They don't have any more paint. You know what I'm saying? And our paint too bright. That's why you got to respect your life force essence. You got to take care of your soul. You got to be careful what you listen to, what you watch, what you eat. I mean that mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, energetically, emotionally, intentionally, primordially, celestially. You know what I'm saying? That's why they can't look us in the motherfucking eyes, bro. There's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, if they had at least dirt or plants, if they be able to look at us, they have nothing there, bro. They're fucking empty. That's why they look at I don't even celebrate hollow days. Hollow days mean you are hollow. What's up, birdie bird? HOLLOW. Hollow days. And majority of those days they gotta tell you what to do. For example, Mother's Day. That's every day. Valentine's Day. That's every day. I love myself and I love those who love me every day. But see, those who have no soul, they could use energy and come together. They have no energy. That's why they got these hollow days. That's why they got all of this. That's why they play with these lights and shit. All of this shit gives them energy. They don't really have no energy. They don't create energy. Stand on side of soulless motherfucker and stand on side of the most high chosen ones. You could feel the light. You could feel the warmth. You could feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day I was going to ask a couple of these entities, like, how the fuck can y'all notice when I'm in the atmosphere? But I can't notice y'all like that. Like I could pick up on them, but they be so sneaky and shit. But my instincts be on point. And it's like sometimes I'm like, I could feel y'all, but I can't feel y'all as much because, bro, we are electromagnetic beings. These motherfucking beings don't have neither near nor neither. They don't have no ether, bro. And I was like, bro, I be going places, I be trying to hide and shit. Just stay out the way. I ain't trying to hide, but try to stay out the way. I still can't stay out the way, bro. They like yesterday, I was sitting around this corner. Picture why a dude had put his hair on the corner. I hit that nigga with the high beams. Like, what you looking at, bitch? Ain't nothing over here. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that it was you that possessed the light. Yeah, bitch, you thought I was a fuck nigga or a fuckhole that possessed the light. You ran into some real shit. Your ass almost got smacked by 18-wheeler. And you was a deer in headlights. This ain't no car, bitch. This ain't no Honda. This ain't no Kia. It's the 18-wheeler with a Ferrari, and it got wings like a jet, bitch. I could Optimus Prime out in this bitch. You about to get your auto spark knocked out. Don't even have no auto spark. That's why they can't look in our eyes, bro. They don't have nothing there, bro. You got to think about why the chosen ones have been in captivity, because they use us like batteries, bro. I wonder what kind of rock this is. I feel like this rock has some other minerals in it. I'm going to download the rock app. But yeah, bro, they don't have no energy, bro. They don't have no life, bro. That's why they got to... I want to make a part 2 of this once I get into a better environment. Because they just listening to me and I want them to know what I know. But I mean, I'm under 24-hour surveillance and visual anyway. But you know what I'm saying? They gotta at least look up and see what I'm doing, though, sometimes. Some of them, because they all be busy sometimes. They not always on my case, but I got a motherfucker on my case. But yeah, man, like these bitches don't have no soul, bro. Don't have no life. You know what I'm saying? That's why they try to trick you for money and shit. That was their trick. They created this whole system. It was a bunch of soulless motherfuckers that created this whole system to give your soul away so you could become like them. Literally, bro, I be looking at a lot of people, artists, painters, all type of motherfuckers, and I look at them and I got this vision with my eyes. Like I could look at you and I could see how you gonna look when you get older, and I could see how you look when you was a child, and I could see what part of your life that you're holding on, because that's what's calibrating you and measuring you. You know what I'm saying? Like they say age ain't nothing but a number, but it's mind over matter. You know what I'm saying? I could still see the childlike selves in people, like they still holding on to their child self, but they're not childish. And I can see some people, you know how you was like, man, I can't wait to grow up with you. So you was really calling on your older self to speed up the process. And there's some of us that still hold on to our childlike selves. We mature, but we still young as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always asking me my age, always asking you what's your age. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't give out your light, bro. You gotta remember, this matrix, with this world that we live in, it moves off energy. It moves off the light. And your energy is like, you could go to their energy and their life is like going to Walmart. Anybody could go to Walmart, but nobody else besides me or you could shine like the sun with legs and walk around like it. We are the walking suns. You understand what I'm saying? And these people need our life force essence. They need our energy. They need to be in our space. They need to just come around us. They need to just drive around us. They need to just walk around with their shades on and their hats, and they can't look in our fucking eyes, bro, because the truth, hot water supposed to stay with hot water. Cold water supposed to stay with cold water. Straight up. I'm not taking no bath, no warm water, no lukewarm water. It's either cold water, hot water, bitch. And they said, like, you know, in that book, they said the Most High gonna spit you out if you come out around this bitch lukewarm. You feel me? They not even warm. They cold as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see all the technology and the cars and shit change, bro. It's aligned to they genetics. It's aligned to their genomes and their RNA and DNA, because our DNA and RNA is aligned to nature. You know, all the shit they hide and try to steal from us and shit like this. I want to take this a little deeper and shit, but I just want to go ahead and double back and speak on that comment. I saw one of the new subscribers, one of the new tribal members had said, you think that's why they wear lights? That's why they can't look us in our eyes. You know what I'm saying? They always turning their head. The subscriber said he told his child that they gotta wear shades. They can't look us in our eyes. Yeah, bro. And it's sometimes when they able to look in our eyes, bro, they let you know that you need to deal with something within you, spiritually, mentally, or physically. You might have to give your affirmations. You know, you might have to start eating clean, start getting more sunlight, more grounding. It's all different type of calibrations, you know, that set this caliber right for you. But you got to keep your light right, bro. You got to keep your light, bro. You got to save your life force essence as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been having a lot of thoughts. a lot of freaky things pop up in my head, and I know it's not my thoughts. I know that somebody's projecting this shit. I know they doing, it's a lot of witches and warlocks. Like yesterday, I was in the store. Yesterday, I went in the store, bro. It was crazy, bro. So I went to go get a basket, right? And it was this shorty, she was trying to walk on side me. And I was like, hey, bitch, I ain't even take a wash off. And then I know I'm kind of hit. I don't even want you to smell me type shit. So I was trying to avoid her. And she ain't get it type shit. Like she was trying to walk up on me and walk close and shit. And I was like, I'm going to let you walk in the stove first. So she walked in the stove first, right? So I went double back to go grab a basket. So when I went to double back to grab a basket, she doubled back like, yeah, that's a good idea. I need to grab a basket too. And I was like, damn, bitch, you was just about to walk in the stove. Why you ain't, you know what I'm saying? And then she was about to double back to grab the basket. I had turned around like I had to pick something up. Because I was like, hey, you can't let them know your next move type shit. You feel me? So I went to go act like I was picking something up. And then Shorty grabbed the basket. She was like, damn, this nigga still not letting me get close to him. Like, what the fuck, this nigga gay? And I was like, nah, bitch, I could see what you are. And then, I ain't gonna lie, Bill was bad. Bill was nice, you feel me? She was nice, you hear me? You dig? I give her like a 7 on the scale because she had some weave in her head or some shit. So that knock off 5 points. If we on a scale of 10, that knock off 5 points. But Shorty was like a good 7, decent little thing, you hear me? Little nice little plump look, you hear me? Little, yeah, you hear me? I was like, that's what I saw in the physical, right? And then my eyes went to the spiritual realm, spiritual mode. And then I doubled back and I was like, you know how you could look at people aura and shit? So I kind of like relaxed my eyes in the type of trance. And then I saw that bitch in the spirit. I saw her spirit body and I was like, oh, you a little gremlin, bitch. I was like, ooh, I see why I was trying to really duck the fuck out you. You know, my higher self saw you for what you is. And you think my higher self was asleep. But nah, bitch, you was asleep. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, bro. It was crazy, bro. And I was like, nah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But then when I look at her, she'll look all type shit. But she was trying to look at me. She was only trying to look to get that eye contact, to build that bridge. Because you can't make eye contact with everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because some people could plant shit in your solar system, your eyes, the soul to the windows to your soul, bro. People just give you a look and they could plant shit in your eyes, bro. Like, come on, bro. This shit is some Naruto shit. Some Genjutsu, Itachi type shit. You feel me? So you dealing with all type of different entities because there's some of them motherfuckers that can't look you in your eyes, but they'll look you in your eyes when you ain't looking in them in their eyes. That's what they do. You feel me? So sneaky shit. I be hating that shit, bro. I be hating that shit. But I be thinking about it and I be looking at it and I be looking at it like, okay, at nighttime, even in the daytime, these bitches will ride with their high beams on and try to, that's another video. That's another video I talk about that in gang stalking land. I guarantee you this fucking house gig ain't gonna be nowhere in my location, huh? Told you. Yeah, they be trying to fuck over me with the job apps. He said, do you feel like they wear sunglasses to protect them? Yeah, they gotta wear them sunglasses to protect them. Not only do they gotta wear sunglasses to protect them, some of them gotta wear fucking tanning lotion. Some of them gotta take melatonin pills. So think about how deep and how far this shit go. Which could be on a part 2 if y'all like that. You know what I need? At least 10 likes, man. And at least somebody to splash a little something on Cash App. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 100 ain't gonna hurt, squirt. You hear me? You water me, I water you now. Excuse me, had to change the air real quick. I ain't gonna get off this juice. But yeah, man, that's why they be wearing them shades, bro. Be blinding they fucking ass, burning they fucking ass up, setting they fucking ass on fire and shit. How you think they be getting mad so easily and shit? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no petty ass motherfucker, but I do be doing some petty ass shit. If I know you a hater or you on some trying to destroy me shit, bitch, I'ma just turn up. I'ma just step it up. Especially if you in my presence and shit and you hate me and shit. Like, bitch, if I'm in the line, if I'm taking too long and you got a problem, I might just take longer, bitch. So you could be real mad. So you could throw a fit. You could splash out. And I'm gonna look at you stupid. Cause you ain't worth crashing out, bitch. I'm on the road to success, bitch. We on the interstate of abundance. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I might want to look at some of these books. This man kept on looking at me. He came at this fucking bookstore. I'm like, you know what? The Creature from Jewel Island. You know, these books be having some shit in here. Mirage Street. Trying to see it's a mirage, huh? But anyway, man, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all, put y'all on some shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the new tribal members. Shout out to everybody in the tribe. Shout out to the chosen ones. Shout out to the trolls. Hey, shout out to everybody that be looking out on Cash App and the likes, too. Shout out to everybody that got us to 100 subscribers. It's been so long. We're going to try to get to 200 subscribers. Well, we're going to try to get, we're not even rushing the subscribers. We're going to let the real ones come in, let the fake ones pull out. You know what I'm saying? We're not worrying about no views. We're not worrying about none of that. We just not worrying about shit. Just getting the message out. But I'm back at my little post spot. I do need to get some new shoes, bro, because these bitches moldy mildew. These bitches like walking on 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. These bitches done. I got to get some new shoes, though. But not to sound like a needy ass nigga. I don't need nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get some new shoes in due time. I got a pair of slides and I got a pair of these shoes I had from the island. But, on the island, it was always wet and shit. So I put them in my box. I put them in my little bag. When I took them out to finally wear these bitches, they smell like I could grow shrooms on these bitches. I was like, damn, these bitches smell like I used to grow magic mushrooms in these bitches. You hear me? But I washed them out, hand washed them and shit. I was like, I'm going to have to do it a couple more times. Try to get this mold out and shit. Try to do my best. Try to get some new pair of shoes. Because, can't be out here in no slides and shit, bro. But yeah, man, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all know what it is, you know what I'm saying? I really, I just wanted to go off that fucking statement, you know what I'm saying? I like how my channel is engaging with me even more. So sometimes you just ask me to do a topic, and then I'm gonna do it all the sprint, you heard me? Because I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with how you coming, you know what I'm saying? You know how I come. My 2 cents you could cash out. Throw it in the wishing well and wish me well. You hear me? But yeah, man, I ain't gonna be no chatty patty. Gonna be time to get some food soon. I'm hungry as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, thank y'all for making it this far in the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'm gone. Then I had to double back. My bad, y'all. Had to double back, and I looked at the question again. He was like, it keep them from shapeshifting. Yes. Definitely, bro. These niggas are shapeshifters. These niggas are something else, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they do a lot of fidgeting. They always throwing their hands and shit. And they also got telepathy and they got telekinesis. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you might see some of them with their cell phone on the side of their head or pointing their cell phone at you, because they cell phone have extra apps and capabilities that your cell phone is not capable of doing. And okay, we have the real authenticity. They are artificial light. We are authentic light, right? So they're overpowering us. They're trying to overpower us by using artificial light, high beams, flashlight, lasers, all type of shit. If you realize you got an eye headache, or your eye hurting, or your eye drying out, or you just blinking too much, 9 times out of 10, you probably getting hit in the head with a fucking radiation weapon, bro. It's different levels to this shit, right? And it's different characters. Some of them have telekinesis, some of them have telepathy, some of them that don't. They have to use the radiation weapons and the lasers and the shit like that. Like, for example, when you go to certain machines and shit and they just start clicking on this shit, they using these weapons against you. Like, for example, you see this right here? That is a weapon. They use that against you. It will pulsate low vibrational signals and sounds. So if you have thoughts in your head, it also will pulsate shit to your cell phone, right? Remember, okay, I'm going to explain something to you, right? This is fallen angel technology. So this will make this device right here will make noises in your atmosphere, right? For example, I just was by this light, and this light started to make a little ticking noise. And that is due to that machine back there pushing and pulsating all frequencies and shit like that, right? Bro, they use all these capabilities. Even your cell phone is evil. But we use these things for the righteous way. But in the long run, we're not supposed to be using these cell phones at all. Because I remember one day I looked at my cell phone. I was trying to get on the Wi-Fi, and it said something like something to continue to sin. And I was like, oh no, using these cell phones are evil, bro. They are. Because the more we listen to these cell phones and we utilize these cell phones, is the less we utilize the true selves within us, because we are the true cell phones. Everything outside you is just a replication. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, these cell phones are evil, bro. You know how you could Google some shit? That's evil. That means you sinning. When you should really go within yourself and you should ask God. See how they done us? How they done do us? It's another thing, walk by sight. Google Maps do that for you. Supposed to walk by faith and not what's in your face. These phones are evil, man. It's time to come back. It's time to return back to self, to source. I know you're like, oh, bro, they put everything on our phones. We're going to figure it out. Just one step at a time. One rotation at a time. Because they just trying to keep us trapped in this soul matrix and let this moon recycle our souls again. But it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happening, Captain. That's how they able to do all this shit. That's what all these Teslas and shit made out of. People you don't see around no more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think I didn't covered it up real well, you know. Yeah, bro. They are shapeshifters. That's why they blank fast as fuck. They move their head fast. They body be jerking and shit. Cause some of them are shapeshifters, and some of these shapeshifters have technology in them, and they all got the slab, the COVID-19 shot. So the main computer is trying to compute them, but they're dealing with shit in their immediate reality. And the computer, the supercomputer is not. The supercomputer is in their reality through a tethering Bluetooth Wi-Fi, aka they got the slab, the COVID-19 shot, the juice. And we didn't get it. I didn't get it. So they know who we are. They could feel who we are because we don't have these nanobites running through our body on the level that they do. Yeah, we all have nanobites running through our body, nigga, because chemtrails and how they poison the water and the food and shit like that, etc. You feel me? But also realize that we don't have as much nanobite technology in our body that they do. They hardwire from this shit. You know what I'm saying? And hey, bro, your light is melting that metal, that aluminum, all of that shit that's inside them. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they move, bro. They are shapeshifters, bro. I just watched a movie earlier that showed me how they was able to shapeshift. Maybe I should put that clip in it too. There are robots, NPCs, other different entities, bro. There's some other shit, bro. And I'm glad I've been on this journey, surviving this shit, living through this shit, driving through this shit, because I've been really seeing what they are for who they are. And yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? It burns, bro, when you look at them. That's why they be so angry and mad and evil and frustrated. They are undeveloped, bro. And you can't get under my skin if you don't have what I have on top of it. And even if you have what I have on top of my skin, bitch, all skin folk ain't kin folk, ho. You feel me? I've been doing this shit for too long. And I'm going to keep on going. Bitch, I feel like a mixture of fucking Jiraiya and Naruto and Sasuke and fucking Orochi, not Orochimaru, that's a nasty nigga. Madara, when he was in his white form. Yeah, I feel like a mixture in Itachi and Obito and Kakashi. That's it. I know you're like, damn, nigga, you can't just pick one person. Just take a mixture and put them and Gara too, because I gotta keep that sand castle on my back. You hear me? But yeah, man. These entities, bro, they been here for a long ass time, bro. They lied to you about time, all this shit, bro. They the niggas and the vampires that been here for long times. And once you get to a certain point, they try to kill you, so you don't realize what's really going on, bro. Bro, a lot of these motherfuckers been here for long times, bro. I mean, some of these shapeshifters been here since 1492, nigga. You gotta remember, a lot of history, majority of history has been written by not the real one, the conqueror. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these movies and shit is portraying, a lot of these books is portraying the way they wish they could deem and seem things, but that's not even a reality. Why you think they got all of this shit going on, they still getting their ass bust? But I think I pretty much see it enough. That's why they be moving and fidgeting. That's why they be wearing shades and hats and always got their head down and shit. They always got to put some shit on, bro. Shades, hats, tanning lotion. Who knows what else behind closed doors? So let it marinate, man. I'ma fuck with y'all. Hey, y'all keep me going, man, with the questions in the comments and shit. I'm going to keep on making some fire shit. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what type of time it is with me, dog. We vibing and shit.